Hi everyone, welcome to the Mama Elephant June 15th release. This is Rena. Happy summer, my friends. This month we are playing with yummy snacks and drinks and 2 Ada Zamora outdoorsy stamp sets. Remember to leave a comment for a chance to win a prize from Mama Elephant. First up, we have Falling Leaves. This is a stamp set illustrated by Ada Zamora. I love the fall and autumn feel of it, and my favorite stamp set is the little bunny coming out of the pile of leaves. I think that is so fun. It comes with a sentiment wishing you endless fun and a pile of joy. Here is the coordinating dies for Falling Leaves, and that first die that has the 3 little spots in it, it cuts out the leaf stamp that has 3 leaves all at once. This is a new creative cut set, Banner Greetings, and it has 12 greetings, hip hip hooray, congratulations, hugs and kisses, celebrate you, special delivery, happy birthday, just saying hello, missing you lots, sending big hugs, thanks a bunch, wishing you joy, and be amazing, be you. It cuts out the openings for the letters, and that first die is a solid, which you'll adhere to the back so you can see the letters. I like doing it in 2 separate colors. The next new creative cuts is Pop-Up Trellis Bloom, and this makes a trellis that is very dimensional over your card, and you can decorate it with different greenery or a little planter box. It's super cute. We'll be making one later. We'll first start off and color in the images for Falling Leaves. I used Copic markers today to color in the images, but please feel free to use whatever color you like. For this branch, I'm using E33 and E34. And I decided to use the same 3 colors for all of the leaves and all of the different images. I'm using a brown, a purple, and a green. So that's E31, G40, and V91. I'm always constantly using the same colors for animals, so I'm trying to branch out and use different color combinations, and I used some darker colors this time around, and it totally threw me off. But I love this little, I'm not sure what animal this is. I think it's a raccoon, but when I was on Instagram, this video came up of, I think it was called a red panda, and it is the cutest thing I've ever seen, and it looks like this, and I should have colored it like that, but this animal like looks fake. It's so cute. It's like so expressive, and I want one. So for the leaves, I used for this pile of leaves, I decided I needed to blend out 2 colors, so I used VR91 and VR93, G40 and G43, E13 and E15. I think at some point with the leaves, I switched from the E30s to the E15s, but they look very similar. So for the bunny, I kept coloring my bunnies pink, and then I kept going back and coloring them white after. I'm not sure why I did that. I think it's because the bunnies were too warm toned. I just can't find the right pink for some reason in Copic markers. So for this squirrel, I'm using E25 and E27, and this is giving me Animal Crossing vibes because of the little barrel. I loved it, so I colored it green because I wanted most of the accents, like the clothes and the little things that they're holding or interacting with, to be in that green color. So I tried a new color combination with this bear right here. So I kind of wanted to do like a, I don't know, like a mustard orangey color. So I did YR21, YR23, and YR24. And it took it took a while to blend out and figure out what I was doing. It's just I get super excited and I don't wait for the ink to do its thing, you know. So while it's doing its thing, I think I color over it too early. And it kind of like oversaturates it, but I had a lot of trouble with this one. But I kept going and I ended up liking how it turned out. I just needed to keep blending and blending until it was all kind of smooth, because I just like to keep coloring until everything is nice and smooth and there's like a smooth transition. This fox, I forgot that I wanted to make his belly white, so I didn't end up doing it over. I just left it, but I really wanted his belly to be white. I always forget because I kind of get carried away with coloring, and sometimes I don't pay attention to the lines and like what I want to do. So this is YR00, YR01, and YR04, and a little bit of E50 on the bottom half of his face. And I'm doing that green color for his scarf, G40 and G43. I believe I used G46 and G43 for the scarf because I see it's darker than the raccoon scarf. So anytime I make a little boo-boo, I take my 0 marker and I kind of push that ink that I don't want to be outside the line kind of back inside the line. So I had to do that a lot for these for these images. Here's a look at pop-up trellis bloom, and that's what it looks like for the base piece. So you'll get this trellis piece with wings, and you'll use those to adhere to the card. You have that back piece there, which gets attached to the wings. A little floral box that you can cut out in green, so you'll have green stems, and then you can cut out these little individual flowers to layer on top. You'll have different options to fill in the planter box. You can use this rectangle and this smaller rectangle just to have a plain box, or you can use the little wood slats to decorate your planter box, and you can use those rectangle pieces to layer another color underneath the little slats. And then you'll have various little foliage that you can use to decorate. Here's a look at banner greetings, and it'll cut out 12 different sentiments, and then you'll pop out the little letters and it'll be see-through. And then what you'll do is there's a solid piece which you will cut out and then you will layer in behind it. So this one is a craft front and a white back, so it'll be white wording. So you can use whatever combination of colors you like. So we're going to make our pop-up trellis bloom right now. I've cut out all of the die cuts that I need. And right now I'm just doing some scoring and folding on the wings at the bottom of the trellis. I'm going to be decorating the trellis first before I adhere the back. I think that'll be easier. So I'm going to put the planter in first. I'm making sure to put the glue just within that trellis section and not the wings section. So I've cut out that planter box in green, and then now I'll be layering in the individual flowers. So it's a green stem and a pink flower. I lost one of my pink ones, so I ended up doing two ivory colored ones. I have no idea where that last pink one went, but I like the different color florals, so that worked out. I want to decorate the front of my planter with the wood little fencing. I think that's cute. So behind it, I want it to be a craft color. So I've cut it out using the rectangle die that comes with the die set. And then on top of that, I will put my little fencing in. So cute. And then now I'm going to add our banner greetings on top, and I'm just going to put that in front of the trellis. So now I'll be adhering that to that back solid piece. So I'll be putting glue behind the flaps and then adhering that back solid piece to it. And then that back solid piece, I will adhere to my card front, which is just a solid pink color. So this looks really cute, all popped up in front of a card front. I think it would be a great wedding card. And you're able to put it into an envelope. You just kind of have to fold it on one of the sides and it'll fit inside an envelope. And when you take it out of the envelope, you can put it back in its popped up position. So now that the card front's done, I'm going to be adhering it onto a card base. And toward the end of this clip, you'll see how I push it off to the side, and that's how you'll be able to put it in an envelope. So now we're going to make our falling leaves cards. I'll be making 2 cards today because I wanted to use all of the images. I decided to use last month's Creative Cuts. This is Midnight Cover. This is the one that came with clouds and a moon. I'm just using the cover piece. I've cut that out in a purple, a light purple, because I wanted to match the purple leaves that I did. And then on the inside, I'm doing like a light ivory color for the circle. I did make a little hill at the bottom so the animals had a place to stand, and I just cut out just the piece that I needed from the cover die, just not the whole cover die, but just kind of the bottom half. And then I used a landscape die from the Slim Card Basic set just to carve out that hill. I will be using the banner greetings for the sentiments for this card. I think it's perfect. And we're just going to adhere the images on here, and instead of using sequins to decorate the card, there are a lot of like free floating leaves in the stamp set, and I wanted to put that all over like it was confetti. Also, sorry for the large scratch on my hand. I didn't realize I had a scratch on my hand while I was filming. It must have happened while I was crafting and I didn't notice or something. Also, I used 2 banner greetings. It looks really cute when you use multiple ones on top of each other. So for the second card, I'm just using the same formula I did for the first one. I'm using the Midnight Cover along with a little hill that I made with the Slim Card Basics landscape die. I'm using a cream colored circle on the inside, and I'm using the different leaves to decorate the card a little bit more. This green cardstock, I believe, is Paper Tray Ink Ocean Tides. So my cardstock is so old because I just bought a bunch of Paper Tray Ink cardstock like probably more than a decade ago, and I bought a lot, and that's just the cardstock that I use. I also use the Michaels. Michaels has this Recollections brand that's 110 pound, and they have like them in packs of 4 colors. So I have all of the ones that are 110 pound. I really like it, especially like the rose petal set and all of their pinks. And I believe they have, I think it's called the blush set or something, but I have all of the Michaels Recollection 110 pound colored cardstock. I just think it's like a good value, and I like the colors, and I just like the quality of the paper. I know a couple people have asked me about the cardstock that I use. So I'm either using Michaels or Paper Tray Ink. And that is it. I'm calling these 3 cards done. I know this was a super long video. There was lots to cover. I hope you all have an awesome day. Stay safe, happy crafting, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.